Welcome back to Top TV. Everything comes off the top. We got some crazy subjects today. But first off, we want to give a shout out and prayers to the family of Nipsey Hustle of his passing. It's really sad. I saw the memorial they gave to him in Staples Center. It was very touching. All the great stars and everyone coming out to show their blessings for this young man who lived pretty incredible life. So, peace to you, Nips. Peace to you. Have you guys started getting more familiar with Nipsey since you haven't really known much about him?
Yeah, well, thanks to you, brother. I wasn't really familiar with Nipsey Hustle. On the outside, part of my judgment, he just looks like, one of these regular rappers. I'm just going to say some mindless shit. And then you put me up on the knowledge of him and me reading about what he did and what he was trying to do in his community, especially with that the shopping lot that he had created, or that he had bought, was putting his marathon, or had put his marathon apparel retail store in there. That's what actually made me look into him as a rapper, because it was more so the person he was and he was trying to be for his community, the leader that I didn't realize he is and was for his community. That actually made me look into his music. And so he is a brilliant rapper, and I like how he really rapped about life, not portraying an image, not saying what he would do, but saying who he is, where he's coming from. And I can appreciate his movement, what he was doing, as well as the father and the man that he was and remains for his first baby mama, Lauren London. Excuse me, I don't know his baby mama's first name, don't want to disrespect her. As well as the way his mom, being the angel that she is, represented her angel. And it was a beautiful thing that this man brought the women in his life together, his children together, his businesses, created these businesses to bring his community together. He had a whole system that he was creating to create a kingdom that he had experienced when he went back to visit Eritrea, which is where his ancestry is from, and want to bring that back to America and to Compton.
Yeah.
And so, just getting to know him as a person, I cried. Never looked at the dude till you told me anything. Never even tripped off of him in the rap game until I saw this home memorial service, and I cried because you felt his presence and his movement within his community.
To me.
It is.
The thing that got me, that kind of bugged me out, was that Nipsey was there to help this dude out that just got out of prison for 20 years. He had just did 20 years. He just got home, and Nipsey was there just to give him some free clothes. That was the reason why he was even at the store at that time. And come to find out, this guy is probably feeling hella guilty that he was the reason that Nipsey was there to give him clothes. But the strange thing is, that guy got arrested for hanging out with an ex-felon. He just got out of prison, and then the cops took him back to jail because Nipsey had some stuff, and now this guy went back. I was like, this is just crazy. And then he probably has some survivor remorse because he was the reason that Nipsey even showed up to the shop. And then Nipsey gets shot. And I'm just like, ugh.
Now, are we talking about the dude that shot him?
No.
Or the dude that came through to get the clothes?
Dude that came through to get the clothes.
But he knew the shooter.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm probably sure the neighborhood knew him, and Nips probably knew him too.
Well, the video that I saw, I'm sorry, sis, you want to make any?
Yeah.
So the video that got me was when the shooter came up out of the side of the shopping strip, and it's built like a cul-de-sac, so it has that U shape going. And he was able to just come up from out and around, come in. I have to be honest. no disrespect, but Nipsey, dog, you a gang member. You know what these streets is like. Ex-gang member, but the bloodline continues.
Yeah, still in you.
You know, and even during your interviews, or his interviews, he was still representing.
Oh yeah.
Where he came from. Yeah. Okay, that's what people do, especially from that culture. I get it, but your back was to the streets, dog. You know how we do. When we in a restaurant, our backs is to the wall, our noses is to the door,
at the door,
right?
Yeah.
And we ain't even in nothing like that. Like I feel like the whole crew became too relaxed because they was doing such a good thing, and he was a leader of a righteous movement within his community. At the same time, you still don't have those jealous of you because they have lesser mind frames or lesser. And like my sister likes to talk about, it's what we should do, but that we not in a shoulda, coulda, woulda. We not in a progressive. And I don't feel like Nipsey was the end all. He was like King Arthur at the table of knights. He was the head voice, but he wasn't the only voice. And he knew that, and he appreciated that, and he respected that, and he accepted that. He just had to be at the forefront of the movement, of his movement, of what he was trying to do to bring other people, his community together. But he got too comfortable. In the video that they showed, the way they showed it to us, from what I'm seeing on YouTube, that's the way I'm perceiving it because of the information I've been given and the way it's been portrayed. And the 2-3 different angles that I saw from the video surrounding the shopping center, it just showed him too exposed. Yeah. And he was in white, and it was just too out there, you know. And not saying that he should have been scary or in hiding. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I think his army should have been at the forefront of the shopping mall, making sure no
foul stuff going around.
Right, because what I've been noticing too, especially with what's going on up here, you know, this whole gentrification movement just boom plops this. It was
definitely will be missed, Nips. Definitely will be missed.
And then his mama came in just talking about how much of an angel and a god he was. Well, she was an angel herself, but when she spoke.
Yeah, that's what got to me.
Yeah.
She was saying we were being, she was like, he made it to the promised place where he needs to be. He's exactly where he needs to be right now. And with us mourning, it's kind of cool for us. It's all right for us to mourn, but let's take what we can from it and push even further. I like that. I like what she was saying. So, like I said, we're going to miss you. Always keep you in our prayers, Nips, and family. And, way too soon.
Yeah, in LA, and I mean, the rest of the black community, let's go ahead and recreate this Black Wall Street, you know, that we have certain people really diligent about creating. Like, it's already in us. It's been in us, you know. What was it that you put me on, brother? Tusala? The massacre of Tusala?
In Tulsa?
Am I saying it right? Anyways, if you look up Black Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
The history or the documentary Tulsa, Oklahoma? Yeah. Tulsa, Oklahoma, you'll see in depth what the black community was trying to do before New York, before LA, everything. There was a Black Wall Street in the United States of America.
Thriving.
And it got burned down because of jealous KKKs. I'm not going to say white people, because all white people and KKKs and all white people ain't up here supporting the racist movement and bullshit. We cannot do that anymore. We have to change the mind frame. And that's one thing my sister keeps reiterating. Yes, you have to get acknowledgement for the pain that's happened to you, but we also have to start changing the mind frame and the thought process in the black community, because we're not victims no more of the oppression. We are victims of our own oppression because we keep in ignorance, because we keep repeating the cycle over and over and over again. For the ones that feel a little different, explore what I'm talking about. Look up Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, near Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. And there's a full documentary on that. And let's bring the Black Wall Street back to America, where it needs to be.
City,
every state. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Neighborhood,
absolutely.
whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Up TV.
Yeah, we've been back shortly.